Set, ready, 10-2 soft.
Check, check, watch 54, watch 54. I don't even know why this team
They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Check 31.
They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
SOS.
Look at me, zip, forget it.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsay. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Check three.
Back. Ready.
On the ground, this is Michel, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and 6.
Go.
I got him. That's me. 49.
Hey, Charlie.
Mike, 49.
And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Let's make these babies cry. Come on.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down.
Team 6.
Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Let's go.
They go play action now. Stidham gets this into the hands of N'Keal Harry. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They're running it. It's Michel. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. A big roll. The dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Man out. Check 26. Kill.
Big grip.
Now a carry for Lindsay. Runs through the contact. They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Who that? Check one.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
You better be ready. Don't be scared of it.
Now. Shoot.
On 3rd down, Stidham. And that is incomplete.
Going with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
This offense converted once already in this first quarter. They're going to try it again here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Stidham. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. They are in a zone. Remember, folks, 4 interceptions for this defense a week ago. First drive, make it number 5.
And the focal point will be the people who pick the ball out of the air. But let's not forget, to make that happen, it has to be an excellent pass rush, terrific coverage where they are plastered to the receivers, and then, of course, taking it away, making the catch, and going in the other direction.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a give right side. It's Taylor, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play, and that's going to make it 2nd and 14. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Allen under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times, they might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Able to get there and pick it.
Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Line 54.
All day, every day, any day. Shoot!
Recon, 132 fighter. 54, right there.
After the interception, here's Stidham. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. That one goes for 24 yards. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Down. 15 line. 15 line.
They'll run on first down. It's Lindsey, and he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
8 read. Any weapon.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 46-yard line.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch it. Hey, lock it. I'm coming. 5.
On second down, here's Stidham. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. 22 yards there, a first down.
Let's go.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
You draw courses.
I'm here all day.
Here's Lindsey. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So that one will be accepted. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Following the penalty, Michelle. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
On second down, Michelle. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, 1st and goal. And they will run it with Michelle. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Check. Tight dog. Big grip.
On second down now, Michelle. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's a loss of 7. And now it's 3rd down. On 3rd and goal, Stidham. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
On first down, Taylor. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. So the shotgun snap to Allen. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. From the gun, it's Allen fighting through pressure. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. Allen again here on 2nd and 10. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 29-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
27-yard line.
From the 27, Allen. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
I got you. 52. Hey, Echo.
Check, Mike 57, Mike 57. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Alert!
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. And the 13-year man puts it through. And we have action on the scoreboard just before halftime. It's 3-0. Now, the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate, in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Go!
Off the play fake. Here's Stidham. Stepping up. He's going to keep it. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
It's second and inches at their 48-yard line.
A good passing down here, and they send 3 receivers to the right of the formation on second down.
Hey.
Now it's Stidham. Dancing to his left. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
Absolutely nowhere.
An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. Final play of the half. It's Stidham escaping the pressure right. He wants it all for the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So we've reached halftime. All we have to show for the first half, a lone field goal. 3-0 our score. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, these offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down. Those are the type of runs that we did not see from him in the first half, but a good start to the third quarter.
And I know what everyone's thinking that's watching this. They did a great job adjusting at the half. Oftentimes you don't make adjustments. You just dial into your game plan a little bit better, and maybe they're starting to make some headway.
I got him. On me. 57 to Mike. 5 wide.
Let's go.
They run with Taylor. And an alley to run. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
And the Bills first down.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now Taylor. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Might we see our first touchdown of the game? Here's 1st and goal.
Let's go.
Check Mike 57.
first down. Here's White. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old-school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
On second down, it's Taylor. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. They're knocking on the door as they come to the line here on third. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Bills will add on to their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
They'll run. It's Lindsey. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Second down, Stidham to throw. And this is incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Hey, here I come. Here I come. Here I come.
Go.
Mike's 54.
Yeah. Ready.
Stidham, third down from the gun. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And got his man complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. They'll run on first down. It's Lindsey. Room here to run. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. This time it's Michelle. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. The tackle made there by Dayon Buchanan.
Brings up 2nd and 7. At the 35-yard line.
57 to Mike.
Hey, watch the slant.
Watch safety green.
Now Stidham on second down. Flushed out right. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Dayon Buchanan. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down. Back now in Foxborough. It's the Bills with a lead and the football here to begin the fourth quarter.
Recon, 132 fighter.
On first down, Taylor. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
You got tight right there. 57's Mike. Mike 57. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none.
5 wide, 5 wide, 5 wide.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked.
Hey, tight.
Another try after the first down sack. Allen. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. The Bills on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Here's Allen to throw it. Going up top. And this is caught inside the 5.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
On the ready.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 33 yards that time. They'll run here with Lindsey. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
He was brought down by Trey.
Check bumps it. Check bumps it.
It's a pickup at 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Play action. It's Stidham. They'll roll him out right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
A 52-yard attempt.
And this one is right down the middle. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Bills are going to recover. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
They'll run on first down. Taylor. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Check 3, check 3.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. The Bills on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. throw. He finds Taylor, complete. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. The Patriots will take their third and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on fourth down.
Watch the safety creep.
Allen will look to throw for it on fourth. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And no, it's incomplete. The Bills' drive stalls out on fourth down. And the Patriots' defense is going to take over on downs. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
Check.
Now Stidham on first down. Looking here for Smith downfield. This is caught inside the 15. And down to the 11. It's a big play there for the Patriots. 46 yards.
First and 10 at the 11-yard.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on first and 10. Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsey. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5. They'll go again with Lindsey. Oh, now Lindsey lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And a big turnover. There as his guys will get the football back.
Result of the play, first down and 10.
57.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Turnover that just got them the football back, obviously a big one, because had they been able to score on the other side, this would have been a one-possession game.
So you don't sense full relief here then?
No, I don't. Especially with the ball this deep in their own territory, because you make a mistake, they've got it right back in prime position.
They certainly do. So now, almost like almost like a 4-minute offense, right? Take care of this bad boy. Make sure the other team doesn't touch it, but move it with consistent gains. Wear down the clock and make them use their timeouts in this situation.
So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Not that time for Watkins, and it's third down. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. So instead of fourth down, first down.
Well, so much for winning the down you put a lot of emphasis on because third down is key for offense and defense. Instead, you're going to stay on the field and start a new set of downs.
On first down, Taylor. Big hold to the 30. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A big play there. His third touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points.
Next, the score, Bills 24, Patriots 3.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Now it's Stidham. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The veteran Jerry Hughes drops the hammer in the backfield.
Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
Let's go.
3rd and long. It's Stidham. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Here's Stidham to throw. He's going to let it fly. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Teron Johnson able to pick it. On 4th down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, 4th down, where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over, and when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on him for intercepting it, but the smart play would have been what you suggested. Knock it down and take over in a deeper position.
Here we go.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Taylor. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Now Allen on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better, and that got it done in this one.
So for the Bills, it's a dream start. 2 wins in 2 early road games. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll try again next week at home against New England. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.